Two more Illinois Democrats are calling on House Speaker Mike Madigan to resign.
It comes after ComEd admitted to federal prosecutors that it gave do-nothing jobs and consulting contracts to Madigan's allies to win his support for legislation that benefited the electric company.
The government of the state of Illinois has serious problems.
House Speaker Mike Madigan facing the biggest threat to his power in his nearly 40-year reign. There have been scandals before, but rarely have there been cracks in his Democratic coalition until now.
This is just not the person, a leader that I can support.
State Rep Stephanie Kifowit of Oswego and Kelly Cassidy of Chicago make 7 Illinois Democrats now calling for Madigan to resign from some or all of his positions. But only 4 of them are actually in the House. If it comes down to a vote, at least 16 House Democrats would have to turn on Madigan to remove him. The country's longest-serving state House Speaker is reportedly calling members of his caucus gauging support.
If you're Speaker of the House, you should know if individuals are using your name or are promoting favoritism to quote, keep you happy, public official A to keep happy. That's a dereliction of duty that leads to undermining the trust and the integrity of the office of Speaker of the House.
Most Illinois Democrats have echoed Governor Pritzker's carefully worded statement that the allegations must be proven before Madigan gives up his gavel or leadership of the Illinois Democratic Party.
If these allegations of wrongdoing by the Speaker are true, there is no question that he will have betrayed the public trust, and he must resign.
While ComEd and federal prosecutors have implicated Madigan in this scandal, he hasn't been charged and denies wrongdoing. Republican House Minority Leader Jim Durkin is introducing a resolution calling for Madigan's immediate resignation. But since Madigan controls which legislation is called for a vote, it's likely dead on arrival. So it'll be up to Democrats to decide whether a leader under siege is a leader they can live with.
It could take years of guilt to be proven, but I think leadership in the House is very important, and we cannot have a Speaker of the House under FBI scrutiny or even listed in FBI documents. It's just simply wrong.
And within the last hour, Madigan released a statement saying, in part, "I have had many candid conversations with members of the Democratic caucus on this matter. The feedback is positive and demonstrates continued support for me and my leadership roles. I have no plans to resign. I have never made a legislative decision with improper motives, and any claim otherwise is unfounded."